How's everyone doing today? I said, I got to stop coming on camera looking so crazy. How's everyone doing? Even though it's a quarantine, I said, I don't have to look like one big quarantine now, do I? How is everyone doing? I always try to give people a chance to get the notifications because I know all those things take time. So I always go live and then I start finish, I finish setting up and everything. So please, no, for real, tell me how you doing. Tell me how you're doing. And if you want to come on camera today, you can. Look at this. Clients. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Everybody's doing great. Try to see if Cece is available because I think she's feeling better. So I just let her know. Like, hey, come on live, come on live. Come on, child. Turning down my phone because I like to watch it just to see how everything is coming up on this end over here. Have you all listened to the case study? Because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've been going crazy up in here and doing so much. I have not even had a chance to. I was like, I think you need to discuss that case study, and then I forgot. I'm like, what is it about? I literally forgot. But I got it pulled up. I got it pulled up, so we're gonna watch it together. So I'm pulling myself up live so I can see. But I have to turn the sound down because if I don't do that, it'll be super annoying. Put that right there. You say I look bomb, girl. Look. My hair is just pulled up in a bun, protective style. I got a whole bunch of products and stuff. I'm just trying to nurse my hair back to health and back long and strong. So thank you. Okay, so let's go up here to the top here. We got a lot of our regulars. We got Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Is this lagging? Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Sharina. Shakita. Sharina, have you been able to check in on your order? Because I don't know if I told you that they said a shipment or whatever was held up at the airport. They were doing some custom stuff. I don't know, but they were saying that's what happened. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to go in and check on it. I'm checking up on a lot of people's orders right now because what's happening is everybody's bombarded and short staffed in terms of vendors and shipping. Even Amazon, everybody is having these issues. I sell a lot of Mia Secrets products, and I even called Mia Secret. I talked to the people in Mia Secret to see what was, just to get a feel for what was happening with a lot of my suppliers. So they were like, we're just not shipping. We're just not shipping anything. We've shut everything down. So I, on top of trying to keep track of people's orders, have been trying to double check with vendors to see where they are with this whole thing. And what I'm finding is that a lot of them are just shipping things out and they're not updating any tracking for me to update a lot of you guys. So that causes me to have to go in and constantly, be chasing up behind orders just to see where it is. So I don't think anyone should worry. I mean, it's just pretty much like, well, some people are getting their stuff right away and some people it's like a longer period of time, but that's what's happening across the board. A lot of places are short staff and working on a skeleton. So, it is what it is. Okay. We have Anthony. Anthony hasn't been around for a couple of videos. Hey, could see. Oh, he done got a new post for us now. He done see now he be changing it up. See, Anthony done changed up his picture like 3 times for us since he been coming on this channel. Now this y'all look at that thumbnail. This is a whole new one. That's a more like I see you, Anthony. Hey, Katina, you great. Good. Good. Wait, it's your first time catching me live? Yes, and I'm here live and we talk. And I always say I'm not gonna be on here long, but if people don't talk, then I start feeling like, oh my God, I must be talking them to death and I'm losing them. But for some reason, we end up on here for a long time. Sharina, if okay, so if you pulling up DHL, it's DHL Global, and if the number begins with a 9, then at this point, I think you might be want to track it through USPS because it goes DHL Global to USPS. Yeah. I think you emailed me saying it was a little longer than usual for your mask come. Yeah. And I've been reaching out to these people like crazy. And like I said, I've been getting on the phone with some of these people, Mia Secrets, and just a lot of little different vendors. And some items that I normally would work with this vendor, they're like, we're not shipping anything, but they don't give us a heads up. So then I have to try to find another vendor. So now I'm working with a few new vendors, and I'm paranoid because I'm like, oh my God, I hope they are cool, whatever. So it just depends because I have like over 300 items, I think, on their website. So I just spoke with someone today that I'm about to start training. I'm about to start training an assistant. Like we had a 5-hour conversation. Mm-hmm. For real. Because there's a lot to come. So don't you worry. You looking out, I'm looking out too, but it's just a weird time right now because I don't normally have these issues at all. But some people, like I know Mona Victor. I don't see her in here, but she got her stuff quickly. I was like, wow, she got her stuff like within a week. It's so crazy. So I don't know. See, what's up, Anthony? That's what Sharina said. You said your daughter wants you to say, hey, Mia. She's 6. Hey, Mia. Hey, Mia. Hey, 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 Mia. Hey, 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 Mia. Hey, 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 Mia. So, yeah. And then I want to let you all know, a lot of you all have purchased the course. This is actually a course. It's not just a video of me doing nails. No, you guys, that is not what it is. I have this kind of thought out. And I'm all about you doing work. And all these watch me work videos are nice, but I'm all about getting you acclimated to doing what you want to do. So this course right here, Great Acrylic Every Time, it's officially released. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. It's officially released. So everyone who purchased that class already, you can go in and start learning. It's active. And if you have any issues, which you should not, because we did some test run-throughs today, it should be open and available, and it's there. And guess what? As soon as you open the class, there is a pop quiz before you can even move forward to see what you know. So Great Acrylic Every Time, it's a course that you log into. There are different parts to it, and you have access to this class for a full year. And so though a lot of you all should have jumped on it when I first announced it because the price has changed. But it is available and it's active. Okay. So, Catherine, congratulations. Yay, yay. Thank you so much. It was a lot. It was a lot. And people were reaching out like, is this something wrong? I can't pull it up. It was in draft mode. And I didn't want people pulling up pieces of it. So it's officially released. I had to do a full run through. Then I had to call my people and get them in, sign them up. We went through some mocks. That's just how I am. I'm all about running a real business the real way, not hustling and, shucking and jiving with it. I want to give you your money's worth and do it in a professional way. So we did some run throughs, start to finish, from purchase to logging in to email registration to running through the course, and it works. And so it's there and it's done. So if you want to purchase the class, Great Acrylic Every Time, it is officially released. It hasn't even been 12 hours, newly released. So go to your email that you originally received, and you should be able to click in and you will see it. And it's neon yellow. You click right in and you go right into the class. But be aware, there's a pop quiz as soon as you go in. And let me know what you think. And I really, really, really would love testimonials. How do you do testimonials? You can just do a video on your phone. If you don't want to even show your face, you don't have to, and just email it to me. You can just email it to me here at Shecago@yahoo.com. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay. I'm talking so much. Lord have mercy. Okay, so who listened to the case study? What's the name of the case study again? Y'all remember? The case study number 9 is called joint custody. Joint custody. How many of you all listened to it, or it's been so long you almost forgot? Because I almost forgot. So what I want to do right now, and before we, no, all I'm going to say is we're going to listen to it. And guess what? This is a real live situation, just like the last one. This is a real live situation. And actually, how I came up with this one was one of my clients asked me my thoughts on it because it was something that happened to her hairstylist in their salon. So one of my nail clients goes to another salon to get her hair done. And this is a situation that just happened in her hair salon. So let's listen to it, okay? Oops, I didn't do that right. Let's listen to it together. Hold on. Okay, we have another case study. This one is called joint custody. Here we go.
Hello, I have a question. I am a hairstylist, and during this coronavirus pandemic, our salon, I work in a salon where we pay booth rent. Our salon was closed, but the owner did tell us that we can come in and work if we wanted to at our own risk. And so everyone was doing that. We were taking people in through the back door. I had all of my clients meet me at the back door, and we went in. However, the city came in and they actually told me that I was being fined. Well, actually, they fined the salon $500 and told us that we could not work. And so now the salon owner is telling me that I have to pay this amount, but I don't feel like I should pay it because I pay booth rent here, and she told us that we can work. And so I just wanted to get your advice to see if you thought I should pay the amount, or she should pay the amount, or if we should split the amount. What is your take on this?
Okay, so this is an okay. So there you have it. That was the case. Joint custody. And Sharina, I saw what you said. You said you couldn't pull up the class on that site. Did you go back? Go back to your original email where you register and click on that link, because you should have received 2 emails. The first one is just saying welcome, and I think you had to register your email. And then just let me know what happens, because it went through smoothly. And then I registered myself as the first person, and I went back to my original email and it took me right to it. So if not, we'll have to troubleshoot it offline. But just let me know, please. Okay. So you say, yeah, good case study. And this is real. This is real. And my client brought it up to me and she's like, what do you think? And we were talking and I'm like, interesting. I said what I had to say, but then I said, this will be the perfect case study for this week. So what do you guys think? You know, I already have my questions and everything lined up. So here is, let's see. We're dealing with this pandemic right now, right? And so it's a weird time and it's uncharted territory. So there are no rules in place. There's no book to read to say exactly how you should handle this situation. Everybody's just trying to, use their own moral compass and, just trying to figure out what's the best thing in the situation. But at the same time, it's always sticky because there's money involved. There's people's livelihood involved. There's children and families involved. And, what do you do? So I guess this is my first question right here. Would you be taking clients in right now? I want to hear you all sound off. Just to, you know how this goes. You know how this goes, you guys. You all don't want to hear me talk. This is a place where we work through our thoughts and see how other people think and just kind of, learn from each other. Because I learn from you guys every time I do a case study. Somebody always says, a few people always say something that makes me go, wow, I didn't even think of it that way, or whatever. Wow, that's a great point. So it's just a good environment for that. So what are you guys thinking? My computer is lagging. I washed this hat and it's done got soggy. It's time for a new one. I think I have this hat is just this is my work hat. It gets full of dust all right here. It's so soggy. Why can't I pull up the new comments? That's so weird. Come on now. Come on. Let me click off and click here. Let me see if I can get. Okay, there we go. Hey Tina. Hey Tina. Hey Tina. Hey Tina. No, no, you would not be taking clients in. Hey Sharia's Nails, how you doing? Would you guys take clients in? Would you be taking clients in right now? Because here's the thing. It's like the government, they're really, I feel like at this point, they're trying to keep everybody calm. So they're like, don't work, don't leave the house, don't do anything. We got you. We got you. We're sending money your way. And as this started rolling out, all type of glitches, right? Checks being sent to the darn tax preparer's office because these people don't got prepayment on their tax refund. So that's where their stimulus check went. They can't find the darn tax preparer. All sorts of things are happening right now with this money where some people get it, but I would only say like 30% of people have gotten their money, that little money that they were sending, but they still want people to sit at home. It's a sticky situation. Would you take clients in? This is how you make your bread and butter. This is what you do 5, 6, 7 days a week to make money to put food on the table. The government said, look, we don't want you making no money right now. Okay, you hear me? Would you be taking clients if you were in this situation? If you have to pay bills and that's your income, take a limited amount a day. They have to wear masks and I wear a mask. Everyone's situation is different, but me personally, no. I'm not judging nobody, but I'm not. Sharina said, no, I wouldn't. Catherine said, me personally, I'm not able to do my daughter having an autoimmune disease, so I really don't have a choice. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's ask this question again. Putting yourself in a situation of a person who completely relies on this as a source of income. You're just going to stop working for months and not getting the money that's been promised to you, and it hasn't come yet, and then you've seen all these glitches and stuff. You're just going to sit back and be behind. You already haven't paid April's rent, or you only gave him $500 or $700 of the $1,200 rent because you were building up to that until they did this, and you never got it all. And this is really how you make your bread and butter. Now, when you answering this question, I don't want you to answer this in your current situation. If you got a job or you're not the breadwinner or whatever. Well, even if you are, just depending on the situation. But would you really just sit at home for months and not make money? Would you? In the real world, would you really? Can you afford to do that? A lot of people, average American, cannot. Okay. No, I would not. I would provide a questionnaire and you must be masked. Have you had a cough in the past 24 hours? However, if it came down to me feeding and sheltering, I wouldn't have a choice. Before I keep reading the rest of these comments, I'm going to tell you something that happened today. I'm just going to keep it real. I am always home, so I have to step out and get some air, but I always wear masks, gloves, all that good stuff. I'm constantly washing my hands, you guys. I wash my hands so much. I don't know if you can see, my hands are literally cracked and they burn. They're burning. And actually right now, let me go put some oil on them because they are burning me right now. They are burning. So I went to the beauty supply store because I had to get something. I didn't have to, but I just did. And I had on my mask. And this beauty supply store was allowing people in. It's only a few that were available. The first one I went to, there was a line. And I left because I'm like, I'm not waiting in line because what I need is not that serious. But I found another one. I'm like, wow, they look like they're open. There's no line. So I went there. My hands do this every January anyway. I just have to put oil on and just let it sit from too much washing. Hand washing. That's literally, I'm washing my hands so much, probably about 30 times, 40 times a day, every little thing I do. So they're cracking. But anyway, I found this beauty supply store. They were only allowing one person in at a time, not at a time, but one person. Like you couldn't come in clusters. You had to wear a mask. And they told you, if you don't have a mask, you could buy one or you got to leave. And they were not playing about that. And so I was in the store and everybody was practicing the social distancing and everything else. But one girl came in and she didn't have a mask. And they were like, excuse me, you need mask. You need mask. And she's like, I don't have a mask. And everybody was just quiet. And they're like, well, you need a mask to be in here. And she's like, I don't have a mask, so I just need to get. They're like, no, well, you got to go. That's what they said. That's Shecago for you. We don't play with people. We're not gonna teeter-totter around it. In this situation, you need us more than we need you. So they're like, well, you gotta go. She's like, well, what you saying? They're like, when you buy a mask, we have them. You want to buy a mask? She's like, you want me? Not only are you telling me I can't shop here, you trying to say I gotta buy a mask? And she walked up to the front like she was about to pop off with them and have an attitude. And I had on my mask. And I looked at her because I was really annoyed. And I looked at her, I was like, because she's standing super close to me. She wasn't even practicing social distancing because she was like acting like she wanted to take this to another level. And then she's gonna come right next to me to argue with people at the counter. So I just looked at her. And she was like, just give me the mask. How much is it? And she snatched it and walked off. And I don't like people like that because it's like, man, you irresponsible. And whatever it is you got to get is not that serious. And you don't care about yourself. You don't care about others around you. Because people forget that whole asymptomatic factor in all of this. But anyway, I digress. I just had to tell this story because that happened today and it had my blood boiling. People, anyway. However, if it came down to me feeding and sheltering her, I wouldn't have a choice. And that's some people's real situation. A lot of us want to do the beauty industry, but this is the part that annoys me with people who want to be, not people who want to be in the beauty industry, people who get beauty services. And some people who want to be in the industry. People really fail to realize that some of us literally do this for a living, like for real, for a living. It's not a hobby. It's not a hobby. And I'm doing a premiere video. And the name of the premiere video, I might record it tonight and we'll watch it tomorrow afternoon. The name of the video is I Deserve That Tip. That is the name of the premiere video. I hope you're around to watch it. Set your alarms. Okay. I would, if that is all I had, I need to eat and have a roof over my head. Yeah. Like, I think a lot of people forget that this is a lot of people's real career. And that's a big problem because a lot of people look at this as fun and more from a hobbyist point of view. But there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and in the world, millions of people who do this for a real career. And this is where being an entrepreneur gets sticky because unlike you guys, your job may say, go home for a couple of weeks, we'll figure it out, we're gonna still pay you. But this is when being an entrepreneur, when I say everybody ain't gonna do it because they're not gonna be able to weather the hard times, this is one of them sticky situations where sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable. And in the last Shecago After Dark, I talked about being uncomfortable. And this is one of them uncomfortable moments where you're gonna be doing stuff you don't feel comfortable doing. So I was just wondering how people view that. $1,200 doesn't even cover my rents. And a lot of people haven't gotten the money. No, this is too serious. My health and life are more important. I'll find another way. Okay. And whatever way you're going to find to make money, though, it's always going to be a certain level of risk. And I got, oh my God, this could be a whole nother channel talking about this stuff over here because this is serious. But guess what? We got another wave coming. And I'm going to tell you all right now, when that next wave comes, because it is coming, that's the one where I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not leaving out the house. I'm not doing nothing because that's the one that's going to kill a whole bunch of people. But do your research. We're not going to get stuck on that. No, I'm almost a graduated nail technician. I've taken the practical and graduated my hours in school because of the virus. I'm not able to take my written test, but I'm practicing nails every day. That's good. That's being proactive. That's doing something when they say you can do nothing. There's always something you can do, right? And like I keep saying, I suggest that you guys really get familiar with social media and take this time to introduce yourself to the social media world because you can be lining up potential clients right now. If you guys are too afraid to do that, you're missing out on a huge opportunity, but I digress. It's up to you. It's up to you. Up to you. But shy people have a hard time in this industry. You cannot be shy. I'm #lazy with my payments. So now my bills, I'm #lazy with my payments now. So my bills already know. But you know, see the credit cards and all that, a lot of these companies are giving you concessions. So that's not the thing. But what's happening is the first thing they should have taken care of was the food and shelter. Food and shelter should have been taken care of first. They instead of them giving out stimulus checks, what they should have been doing is rolling out the very first thing the government should have done is roll out a program for housing and shelter and food, meaning giving people food and shelter so they didn't have to worry, because that is the most important thing. See, they kind of skipped around it, but they left people in a position to have to be to put themselves in danger or do things they don't want to do, because the most important thing for you and your family, you and your kids, is to make sure you got a roof over your head before everything else. So it's they kind of did it out of order. They did to me. They could have gave landlords vouchers and credits. Talking about giving small business bailout. To be honest with you, they should have been giving bailouts to landlords and then small business. I'm just saying. They just act like they skipping all around giving bailouts to the landlords, because the landlord has a trickle down effect to the tenants, and the tenants are the ones that are most affected in numbers by this, but they are not addressing that. Okay, so we're gonna stay on track. Okay, since I currently work, I would say no. But back when I didn't have a job, then I would have decided to take clients at my home to avoid issues. Also, only take current clients, so no new ones. Hmm. Okay, I get that. I'm liking how you all are thinking and talking. I am. I'm just thinking of my health. And see, if you are a person who is compromised in any way, then okay, that takes precedence over everything. Like, of course, still thinking, yes, right. Even the essential people are putting themselves at risk, but they're also working within the law. They have the go ahead to work. That's why the salon owner got fined. That's true. That's true. I'm shy but firm, if that makes sense. You are? Okay. Such a lady. Okay. So I'm going to keep it moving. I'm loving all this interaction because I don't want to be the only one talking, you know? So let's go ahead and move to the next question. It's an easy one. Whose name is that fine in? Who was fined? Just want to see if you all are paying attention. Who was fined in this case? Oh, my hands feel better already. They look better. They feel better. It literally turning dark. But this happens to me every year. Who was fined when, because it wasn't the state board, believe it or not, and everybody talk about state board, state board. Guess who's finding people? The police are finding people. I had a client not too long ago tell me, she said that this girl told me that she was going to get her lashes done. And she said, my girl's still open. I said, really? And when she told me where she was, I said, really? She on the main street. She's still open. That's bold. She said, yeah. She said, but we almost got her in trouble because the police were sitting there and they were looking at us because it was three of us or whatever. And we had to kind of play it off and walk down the block or whatever. Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, because they were looking. So here in Chicago, I don't live in Chicago, but in the Chicagoland area, the police are giving out the fines because that's a trickle down effect from the governor from the mayor, from the governor to the mayor, and the mayor is going to tell the police they can do that, cite these people, and that's why that particular fine was only $500 because it's a citation from the city of Chicago. If that would have come in from the state board, that fine probably would have been 2,500. But from the police, it was the $500. So it was more of a citation versus the big kahuna coming in. But the state board, like I keep telling everybody, is not that many inspectors, and there's no way in the world they can govern everything because they only have a few per state. And it has to be a really big offense for them to send somebody out. So the city is cracking down here in this area and giving $500 citations, I've learned. So let's go to the comments. Katima said the stylist was fined. New Policy said the GOAT. No, I'm just blessed and trying to pass on what I know and get everybody else where they're supposed to be. I think the salon was fine, Sharina said. I think the salon was fine. I think. Polish Bashel said the salon owner. Tequila said the salon owner. Only one like me said the stylist. So it's kind of 50-50. Y'all saying the salon owner, the stylist, the salon owner, the stylist, salon owner, the stylist. Any more answers? Tina Tequila, what you sipping on? I mean, I'm surprised by the answers because I just knew everybody was going to know this, but the answers are actually 50-50. Who was fined? Who got the fine? Okay. So she said it was hard for her to understand everything that was being said, to be honest. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer that one. The salon was fined. The salon was fined. If it were state board, they probably would have went all the way in and found both of them and pulled up information and asked for license number and all of that. They would have asked for salon license. They would have asked for personal license, and they would have given out different fines and probably did a walkthrough and did other and checked the place for other infractions as well. But in this particular case, it was just the salon. So the salon owner got the fine. Water, you're on a diet, down 10 pounds. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, go on, Tequila. Here's the next question. Who, this is going to be a good one. Who should pay that $500 fine? The reason why I always replay these videos, even though you say you heard it, some of you all say you have not, I always replay it because I want to know, it's little small things that can change up the answer drastically. So that's why I always replay them before we start discussing it because the days have gone by before you listen to it. So I want to re-listen to it before we start talking about it. So who should pay this darn fine? And this is the one this is the question. I'm like, woo, this is the main question right here, honey. Give me the tea, honey. Who do y'all think should pay that fine? I'll be back. I want to hear from everybody watching. Who should pay this $500? Let's see what y'all had to say, honey, about this, because, ooh. Good question. This is one of those questions that should be asked. When you try to answer stuff, it's good to ask questions. Deductive reasoning is what they call it, to try to figure out before you just give an answer. It depends, Was she the only stylist working? Good question. Great question. No. The salon owner said to them in the case study, you guys here in the salon, remember we talked about in the last case study on whether or not people should pay booth rent, rent-a-demic. Rent-a-demic talked about booth rent. And so here's a salon, and these are real situations, seriously. Here's a salon where this is what the salon did. They came to the consensus and said, hey, look, it's weird for all of us. You guys, I'm gonna leave it open. You can come work if you want to. So it wasn't just her, everybody. And just to give you all a little more insight, other salon people were coming in there and working too. They were bringing their people in through the back door. A lot of salons are doing it right now, bringing people in through the back door and closing their blinds. That's what they're doing. I can say they're doing that here in Chicagoland area. Sorry, I'm late. The salon was fine. I'm staying put. Too risky out here in Cali. Mm. So, who should pay the fine? Let's get into it. The owner, the salon owner. If the owner was aware, it should be a joint effort. Interesting. I love this. Honestly, I feel both split at 50-50 because they both decided to take the risk. Don't know it was if don't know it was the stylist choice, but the salon owner shouldn't have been open anyway. They could have made their money from home to be safe. The owner and the nail tech should split the cost of the fine. It's a hairstylist though in this case. The salon owner, they gave the go ahead to use the space. The owner could have easily said, no, we're closed. But remember, that ties into last week's case of rent-a-demic, because rent-a-demic is people still need to be paid their booth rent. See how sticky this thing is? I can't just close down my salon and say, don't worry about paying booth rent. We're just going to stay closed and ain't nobody paying nothing. Because like I said, the government skipped over and they should have been taking care of rents and mortgages and stuff like that and been giving out some type of, before they went to these other funds, the first thing they should have did was the rent, the landlord, some type of landlord setup, because the landlords, they skipped over. So all the landlords across the board, like, we still need our money. And what's also happening is, and I'm telling you this because I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people in high places. And my landlord people are people that work for the city and government in different ways, police, everything. I'm telling you, I got somebody who work in every which way area. Attorneys, doctors, whatever you need. These landlords are still trying to file paperwork. I don't care if the courts are not open or anything. They still lining it up. So when that stuff open back up, they can go ahead and move forward in the process. Now I know they're trying to put some legislation in now where you can't go after people, but it's not in place. And depending on how this plays out, you don't know if that stuff gonna fall all the way through. And it's very sticky right now. And that will stress me the hell out, not knowing, and I ain't paid my rent in a month, and I don't know if I even got money coming in, and you want me to go another month. And now all this stuff is piling up and I ain't made no money and God knows when. Man, this is crazy. Okay. I'm just throwing thought processes out there. I'm just throwing real life scenarios. Everybody is not in the most fortunate situation. Just saying. I think everyone involved should. The owner and the stylist who were there. All of them took the risk. So it's everyone's fault. They all know better. Could have been the state board. Yeah. The salon owner. The stylist, as well as the salon, knew they shouldn't be in there. The stylist should help shoulder the expense. However, it is the salon owner who is on the hook for the fine. Ashley Lucas. Every time I see your name, my heart skip a beat. You know why? Because your name is just like my ex-boyfriend name. So I'm like, is he on my life? But his name was not Ashley, but it began with an A and his last name is Lucas. 50-50. I believe the spec. I was about to say I believe the Lucas. You done got that man on my mind. Where my sage at? Where my sage? I'm getting my sage, Lord. Gotta put that man on my mind, girl. Change your last name. Change your last name. I'm about to light up my sage, and I done pulled out certain crystals. I done have to pull out certain crystals now because of your last name. Because of your last name, I'm gonna set them up here. Oh, calm my mind. Calm myself. Let me put my sage right here and put my rocks and stuff, my stones and my crystals right here. Girl, change your last name. 50-50, you said. Shannon said, I believe the specialist will have to pay, and the owner could be liable for their own fine. Sharina said that makes sense. Sharina said this is a deep one. Now, this is what I'm telling y'all. When I say stuff to y'all, that's why I say you got to keep watching my channel. A lot of people ask me questions. I'm like, you new here. Because if you've been here for a while, you will know what I'm saying to you. I will tell you some stuff, and in 6 months, I'll be like, see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You see how it's all coming together? You see? And I'm going to do another plug real quick. You see this class right here? That's how I got the class set up. The class is set up where it's going to be like, but it's a building course. I'm going to have you doing a lot of stuff you don't want to probably do. But once I pull it all together, it's going to click. And the testimonial will tell you the same thing. And the girl who's at my house say the same thing. And I'm waiting on her testimonial too. But the way I teach acrylic and how to lay it, it's going to click for you because you got to understand the process and how it all works together. And you see how this is turned into a cluck, freaking fuster mess? Because it's another situation where technically no one's at fault. Technically. Here you go. What? Look, her last name shouldn't be Lucas. It's her fault. Oh my God, yes. I'm about to smell it again. I used to hate the smell of this. Now it calms me. It makes me feel good. I'm just saying. Okay, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and I have more questions. But it's interesting to see in these case studies. I'm gonna start bringing my stones around on all my lives and everything, just to make sure the air is cleansed, the energy is cleansed. But it's interesting to see how people think differently, and you think everyone thinks like you, but we have learned in our discussions, not everyone thinks alike. Not everyone looks at everything from the same perspective, and not everyone is in the same situation to have the same perspective as you. You get what I'm saying? It really teaches you a lot about life and understanding people and how to just maneuver. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do what? What should I do, y'all? Y'all ready for the next question? Let's ask the next question here. Next question. Should the stylist be allowed to stay? Y'all, this is my Dora the Explorer eyes. When she asks a question, like, find the missing turtle. Find the missing turtle. Should the stylist be allowed to stay? Should the stylist be allowed to stay? I can't hear you. When I used to watch Dora the Explorer, I watched it as an adult, but I used to be like, there's some psychological stuff because I can't stop watching this little girl running around doing goofy stuff and then freezing on the screen. I'm gonna start reading comments. But I get why they are working. I am blessed and cursed to work part-time jobs because bills and rent need to be paid. Again, I understand the situation. I'm lucky to have options, and not everyone is. Should the stylist be allowed to stay? Yes. Hmm. Kiki. Do you mean stay to work? Yes, she should be allowed to stay at the salon. That's what I mean. That's the question. That is the question. Yes, the stylist should. They played a game and they lost the round, but that's not their fault. Hmm. I don't see why not. Hmm. I think so. If she's willing to put in on that fine at their own risk and let other stylists know one of their coworkers has already been busted. Hey, Kat, coming in late. Yes, but you can always rewind and rewatch later. New policy said they should be trapping outside the house. Simple. Mm. If she's willing and paying a part of the fine. Mm. Mm. Let me tell you all. Thank you all for participating because I really don't want to talk as much as I do. I'm trying to get some conversation and dialect going here. Yes, if she's practicing, but if she's going to have many people as clients coming in, then no. So let me read that again. Yes, if she's practicing, but she's going to have many people as clients coming in, then no. But keep in mind, this is a salon that's been open. These people got clientele. You know they got to have clientele because they were able to move into a salon. You need a clientele to move into a salon and pay booth rent. They were taking people in through the back door. Everyone was. I say no. They all got caught. Who's to know what the next citation can be? And they are on the reported list. Hmm. Cookie said yes. The question again is, should the stylist be allowed to stay? Cookie said yes. It was only a city fine, not a state fine. Basically, that's what that's saying, not a state fine. Interesting. We're building up here. It's funny because everything has been 50-50. And that's why I love this channel and I love the case studies because it lets you know that in different situations, people handle it differently. And we get mad at people and relationships form and break up all the time because we expect everyone to have the same heart as us. And we learn in our case studies that not everyone does, right? It just does not. Everyone is not on the same page. So let's move on to the next question. There is no next question. That was the big kahuna right there. Should the stylist be allowed to stay and who should be paying the fine? So that was the big question, right? And this was a hard one. It is a hard one, but they did it because they had to pay for that business still. So yes. And this was a hard one. And I post case studies, and a lot of them all come in, and people be like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." But just because I post a case study don't necessarily mean I got the right answer. It's just a case study. Let's talk about this because this one is really a hard one. And I'm going to tell you how it turned out because there is a conclusion, and I'm going to tell you how it turned out. No, there are no more questions. The last question was this. This was the real last question, but it's not really a question, but it is a question. Was this a good case study and why? So that was the last question. And tell me what you think. What are you all thinking about these scenarios that I'm posing to you all? Because I want people to have real life experience or see what's really happening besides the zoinks, and all of that. Like this is the real everyday stuff that we deal with in the beauty industry. People got kids and all this stuff, and this right here is like, wow, this is great learning material, and this is real. So did you think it was a good case, and why did you think it was a good case? And you all brought up some good points. So my thought, I'm for real. My thought on it is hmm, I've been thinking about this for a couple days. Like when it pops into my mind that we needed to discuss this, I'm like, I'm not even sure how I feel about this case. And it's real. It's real. I've been on both sides. It ties into last week's case. So it was perfect that she asked me that question. And I'm going to read these comments before I say something. Yes, it is. You get to think about this situation at all angles. Yeah, I didn't have a definite answer. I don't know what I'm about to say because I still was like, scenarios like this mm, definitely was a good case because people have different input and always and ways of thinking. And this is what's really happening. And this is a real story, right? This is not made up. This is real. And it's business versus emotion versus compassion versus I'm in the same situation as you. I'm trying to be compassionate for you, but at the same time, I'm going through the same thing as you. I'm just going with it, going through the same thing with them over there. You going through that with me, the same thing you going with me, through with me. I'm going through it as a tenant with them. You my tenant and I'm their tenant. You get what I'm saying? Who takes the fall? Who takes the fall? I did not have an answer when I came on this live today, and it might have been subconsciously why I put it off because I don't necessarily have an answer. But I am going to tell you what I'm thinking, and I'm going to tell you what happened because there was a solution. Yes, because it is a scenario that could easily happen to again to a lot of stylists out there in the same situation. And I'm glad you said that because this same situation could happen, but it doesn't necessarily have to be because of a pandemic. It can happen with salon owners who let unlicensed people work in their salon. I said it. This same scenario can be put neck and neck with a salon owner because I've been led to work in a lot of salons before I was licensed. When a salon owner works, let somebody come into their salon because they good and they all this and da da da, and they ain't licensed. Y'all both know what it is, but come on anyway because I want that money and I like what you do and you hot and popping. And here's what can happen, and then it becomes a problem. Same situation, just a different cause, but the effect is the same. This was a good one. Some professionals got caught in their homes and cited and arrested by undercover cops. Ha. Yeah, been hearing about that too. I actually got a couple of police officer clients. I got postal workers, police officers, TSA workers, a lot of people from Southwest Airline, and nurses. You all know I do a ton of nurses. Oh, such a lady. I basically do essential people without even recognizing it. I enjoy these case scenarios. Hey, Liz, where you been, girl? This is a real life scenario. Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures, and that's the thing. It's weird. Yes, it's one of my many stumbling blocks of entrepreneurship. And in my last video that I did late one night, Chicago After Dark, and that's what I was talking about. The stumbling blocks of entrepreneurship. A lot of people don't really fully get into entrepreneurship because they get frazzled by the potential roadblocks and stumbling blocks of it because it's going to be some rough patches and some hard decisions have to be made. And most, not most, a lot of people are not built for it. They could be, but they just not mentally prepared to deal with it. It's between morals and a legal situation. Yep, it is. It is. It's a lot of different things at play. Legally, legalities, your morals, your obligations, your health, your overall well-being, all of those things are at play in this particular COVID-19 situation. Yes, because we need to stop judging other professionals based on our beliefs. Okay. Okay. So I'm glad to hear that you all thought that this was a good case. I don't have a definite answer. When that client, actually, she, my friend, presented this to me and she was like, "What's your thoughts on that?" I was like, wow, we talked about that for a good little minute, like 40 minutes. And I understood what was happening. It ties into last week's case. That salon owner was in a bind and was trying to help. And she basically, this is the key part that, and this is why I replayed the case, because she said, "You all going to come in or whatever, but you got to be cool. You got to bring people through the back door. You can come in and work at your own risk." And somebody mentioned it in these comments, at your own risk. Because when you say stuff like that to them, it's like you come in and see she should have taken that, the salon owner should have taken that a step further. Because what should have been said was, "Look, I'm gonna leave this door open. Everybody keep their keys." Like in my big salon, everybody had keys. Not everybody, but my main girls had keys. And it was, if it sounds like she was saying, you can come and go at your own risk. She said to me that she told them at their own risk, but she should have been clearer. She should have been more clear to say, "Look, if you get caught, it's gonna be your responsibility to pay it. Now, I still need the booth rent, and I'm gonna allow you to come in. If you can't pay your booth rent, you don't want to come in, you're gonna have to move out." But see, that salon owner was trying to still collect the booth rent. And so she said, "You come in at your own risk, but trust and believe, I still expect my booth rent." And one of the girls got caught. Because what I do know about the case is that other girls were still coming in and bringing people through the back door. Everybody was bringing people through the back doors. This particular stylist was just one that was caught. Okay. So, yeah. But can you be mad at the salon owner and say, "Well, she got to pay the fine," because the salon owner was trying to help herself, but she was also trying to help you. Because she really could have said by law, "Look, I can't open up, but you still owe your booth rent." Just like the landlord's doing to us right now. You still living there, your stuff still in the space, so you still technically owe rent. That landlord could have said, "Look, I can't open up because I'm not going to risk it." Okay. And what we can do is we can work out something where instead of your booth rent being 200 a week, you just gonna, when we do open back up, however much you owe, we're just gonna, your booth rent is just gonna be 250 a week for a couple of months till you catch up. Get what I'm saying? They could have did that. They could have did that. So you gotta look at it. It's a very, very freaking fine line, because the salon owner could have did that and still been decent in her decision. But she took it a step further and said, "I know people still got bills to pay, and this is how people rely on paying their bills and living, and the government is not doing what they're supposed to do in a timely fashion. So you can come in at your own risk." It's so sticky. My mind is bouncing over here, and bouncing over there, and bouncing over here, and bouncing over there. But you got to really think about what the person was thinking when they came up with that. In my mind, this is a salon owner that was not trying to be greedy or mean. This was a salon owner that was trying to work with the people so they can still have money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Because really, she could have been like, "Get your stuff out if you can't pay, or we're gonna be closed, and however much you owe at the end is gonna be tacked onto your booth rent." Key word, she said, "at your own risk." She said, "You all can still come in. You got your keys at your own risk." I said that in the case study because that is what she said. I enjoy these case studies because it gives you real life situations to think about and how you would handle them. And this is real people with real money invested. These are people that got mortgages, car notes, kids, groceries to buy. They not, like they're not doing this on the side as a hobby. This is how people really make their money. How are they faring through this situation? If I contributed to the situation, I would feel the need to help with the fine. Here in Orlando, I think the fine is 500. I know some beauty professionals feel it's worth taking the risk and they pay the fine bit, but still be able to make some money. And that's what a lot of people have done. So it looks like in this particular salon, they said, you know what, we're going to take the risk because I got to live, I got to eat, I got to pay rent today. If it happens, it happens. We deal with it then. But I got to live, I got to eat today because everybody's not in the most fortunate position. So to kind of sum this up, I'm going to say this. I feel like the salon owner told them, if you come in here, it's at your own risk. It's not clear to me if she told them because I personally would have been like, that means if you get a fine, if I get fined, you're gonna pay it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's I would have taken it a step further. But it is not clear as to if she flushed it all the way out to say who's gonna pay it if some fines start coming out of this. So to be honest with you, I would split the fine. I would split the fine. But you know when y'all already know when I adjust my chair. Y'all, if y'all been watching this channel, you already know when I do that, I got something else to say. There's a bigger picture here because if you are in a salon and there are 6 of you all who have been coming in and out that back door, making your money and doing your thing, what happens in this situation, what has happened in this situation is the salon has to officially shut down. Did you all think about that? Now that they have been fined, they have to shut it all the way down. There is no, what can we do? We got to close for real. You know why? Because if they don't close for real, what's going to happen is they're going to get their license, their business license revoked by the city. So people worried about the state board, state board, state board, state board. This is not even on the state level. This is the city doing this. And so if the city comes back in and finds her again, they're going to revoke her license. I didn't have to be told that. I've had enough business licenses from the city of Chicago to know how that goes. They're going to revoke her from getting this. They're going to fine her even bigger, and then they're going to revoke her license. And now she's stuck in a lease and she can't even run the business at all. So essentially what has happened, because one person got caught, did you all even think about this? Because one person got caught, they all got to suffer. Everybody got to suffer because now everybody is shut down. Nobody can come in at all. No one can come work at all. We got to really shut it down now because now they're watching us. Because now we're on the radar. You just said it, Catherine. Now you're on the radar. Did you think about that? Now, this one person being caught just made everyone shut their business down. Y'all, this is a mess. This is a mess, and this is really happening right now. I'm just thinking right now, I don't have an answer for this. This is just really how it goes in real life. Everything don't have a happy ending or a perfect solution. This is real life and something that's really happening with a client slash friend that I know, her hair salon is going through this. So let me tell you all what has happened. So let me tell you all the conclusion of this. The girl who was caught, see what happened was too, I think people were coming in one at a time. I think she came in with a group of people. So that's what alerted it. But who knows? It might have already been a sting operation. So whatever. But do you know that the girl, the stylist, refuses to pay? The stylist is saying she ain't got to pay it. She feels she don't owe anything, not a darn, not a nickel, nothing. The stylist said, I don't think I should pay that. How do you all feel about that? Tell me how you feel about that, because now I'm going into the conclusion of it. And the stylist don't want to pay a dime towards the fine. Hmm. Excuse me? Yeah. The stylist does not feel responsible for one dime. Not cool. No, that is the worst thing. But so many people want to own a salon. They think that's making it in life. Now you got to deal with other people to pay your bills and to cover all your overhead that you got on this storefront. I told you I'll never open another salon. Two is enough for me because I'll be like, kill somebody. Legally, she doesn't, but morally, she should. Hmm. This is a true story. Then she would have to go. Wow, she not about to be in business then. Hmm. That's not cool. Now she playing with her job. She could get let go. And let's not say that she's playing with her job. Her being caught affected everyone because now no one can work at all. Let's not forget that. Her being caught officially makes us have to shut down because we're now on the radar. We can't do it anymore. I was trying to help Ike. You trying to help Ike? She was trying to help Ike, and they all got blown up. That's it. They on the radar now. They were reporting, and I've heard that's like the third person I've heard being fined. But I'm just saying they got a lot of components for taxes paperwork. But what about today? Rent due again soon. May rent is due. Since this has happened, people don't have to pay April rent, excuse me, and June rent. And only 30% of people have received any type of money from the government, unemployment included. This money is not flowing through how they promised. It was just, we're going to get this money to you. It is not flowing like that. They were not prepared. And yet now you owe April rent and May rent, and you owe booth rent. Think, y'all, somebody just, who the hell is that? Think about it. Think seriously. Put yourself in these people's shoes. You done gave piece them April rent. You looking for this money, it ain't coming. You trying to figure out what's going on. This stuff study escalating, and they extending shutdown dates. May rent is coming in a couple days. And now you owe booth rent for weeks and weeks and weeks. But you was able to keep it scratching and surviving, keep it going, by coming in there, sneaking in there, making money. Now this person that did this and got caught. Now you have no way of bringing in any money. Just think about the real life scenario. You are in these shoes. I feel like this is going to change future contracts with beauty professionals and the terms to their rentals. I don't think anyone was prepared for this. Nope. Like salon owners might ask for security deposits, and a lot of them do. A lot of them do for this purpose. Stuff like this happening. I will never own a salon again. But everybody want a salon, 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 because they sounds good. Say, I own a salon. Most salon owners are stressed out and broke. Okay, but I digress. That's another video. That shows she doesn't need to be booth renting because she can't really handle the commitment and responsibilities that come with being able to make decisions that alter the way you do business. Owning the salon, you're bringing in beauty professionals, and I've said this in other videos. Beauty professionals are quirky artists, and a lot of you all who think you're going to own a salon and you're going to make it in life, y'all fail to realize who is going to be helping you to pay your bills. The people going to be helping you pay your bills are quirky, weird ass artistry type people, and they wired totally different from real business people. Most people in the beauty industry are quirky as hell and artists. They're just artists. Even the best in the business, they're artists. And you're trying to do business with artists. And artists are very emotional people, such as myself. It's a fine, weird line. That's why my channel exists, because I can step over on either side and tell you what the person is thinking. I agree with you, Liz. A lot is about to change. Oh, yeah. Because this is uncharted territory with this generation. Last two generations. This is all new. It's going to change the way people do things, think, the way people save money, Everybody not going to be spending, hopefully not every dime they get. Have savings, have accounts set up, have stocks, have different things in different baskets. I tell people you better have 7 different baskets of money. I don't care if it's 100 here, 500 here, 1,000 here, 200 here, 400 under the mattress. You better have your shit in place just in case. Because you see how fast this swooped us up? And you see how it's turning the United States on its ear? And stuff like this happens in the beauty industry. If the stylist stays, then there's going to be some very uncomfortable and awkward energy floating around. Yes, you just said something there. Because remember, when she got caught, now they have no choice but to shut it down because the salon owner was trying to be nice and say, look, y'all can come in here at your own risk. And somebody got caught. So now everybody is going to suffer. Great comment. She's only thinking about herself, not a good business decision. She's not a team player. She has to go. I'll tell you how it all ended. If I were the owner in that situation, I would evict her immediately and ask the rest to help pay. Really? If no one doesn't help, well, I will evict them all. The owner risked it all. Girl, stop playing with me. Is that your real answer? You see what I'm saying? See, Izzy, she over there on that West Coast, over there in California, if I'm not mistaken. And she on high alert, and her anxiety a little high anyway. So she just like, screw everybody. She like, if you gotta go, and y'all gonna help me pay this. If you don't, everybody go. Is that rude to answer? Now, come on. That stylist ain't staying. She said she ain't got to pay. You said we can come in here. You said we can come in here. That's what the stylist saying. Salon owner and all the stylists have lost their opportunity they had, even though it was risky. But now the stylist doesn't want to pay. She got to go. Cece, girl, come on camera. Let me bring you on camera because you know we were talking about this case and I want you on camera. Can you come on camera? Just give me a quick yes or no, Cece, because I called you like 3 times today harassing you. I told her about the case study before. One of these case studies, I'm not going to say which one, came from her from the past, not the last 2, but a couple cases back came from her situation. I'm going to invite you on camera. I'm about to send you a link. Because I think I already got hurt. Mm-hmm. I sent the link, but she said she look a mess or something. I think I see this up here. I just woke up. I look a mess. Okay, so I told them, Cece, that you might be y'all waiting for y'all test. Sharina said, hey, Cece, I'm praying for your complete healing in the mighty name of Jesus. They waiting on their test results. I think y'all got about 3-4 more days. But I heard her husband in the background bumbling around. So I think that they are getting better. That's what I'm speaking into it. They're waiting on their test results. But you guys, this right here. Cece, this is the case we were talking about when I said the girl was in the salon and she got caught by not the state board, but by the city, and they found her $500. And yeah. So let me tell you all how Cece said, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. I talk to Cece every day. I harass her till she answers the phone. She'll call me a couple times. We just be harassing each other. Let me tell you how this ended, you guys. You ready to know? You ready to know? love reading all these comments because you all be shocking me, but it's funny to see that everybody don't think like you. And that's why the old saying go, everybody don't have the same heart as you. You will get your feelings hurt thinking everybody thinks like you because they don't. And these case studies prove it. And I don't say who's right or who's wrong necessarily. This is outrageous. But you know, it's good to know. So basically, what happened was the salon owner said, look, you need to pay this. And I think that she went into saying, like, you got to put something on it. You got to do something. And the girl was like, I don't feel like I owe anything because you said we can come in here. But the girl is negating the fact that she said at your own risk. Because typically, at your own risk means if you come in here, that's on you. Any repercussions that come of this is on you. But I don't think that salon owner was very clear about what that meant when she said at your own risk. Because I would have been like, at your own risk, meaning if you get called, you are responsible for any fines. Because, and it's still terrible because even if you paid the fine, you still just screwed everybody because so what you pay the fine. We still can't open no more until they say we can because you just screwed it up. It's such a sticky situation on so many levels. But I think it's super selfish for a person to say, not only am I going to pay the fine, I don't care what happens behind this, and I'm not paying the fine. I think that's super selfish. The salon owner was really trying to be nice and say, look, you can come in here at your own risk. And the salon owner was being extra flexible by saying, look, you got to put something on it. You got to do something. This girl refused to do anything. So she said she got to go. She is evicted. The girl is evicted. The girl is evicted. And she would have been evicted if I would have owned her too. Because now I got to pay this fine. And you gone. And to be honest with you, the salon is closed. Y'all don't want, ma'am, I can go there with you. I can go there with you. Somebody just got the class, I think. You made a good choice. I think you'll like it. Let me know. Log into it now and let me know what you see. You gonna give me something on this class because the salon closed. You want your stuff. Y'all don't want to know how I'm a gangster with it. I'm G with it. So you won't be getting your stuff until you G something. Because see, you got to be careful when you own a salon. Because people like that will slip in the middle of the night and grab all their stuff and be ghost on you. You will never see them again. And then you don't even get your keys back from them or nothing. They'll just be ghost on you. So now, not only did they not help you pay for the fine, you got to change your locks because they never even gave you your damn keys and they never paid their last rent. See, she got to be very careful. I'm going to find out what happened if she found out anything, but that person probably ain't going to finish paying their booth rent because they already pissed and feeling all justified in their BS. They ain't going to pay their last rent. That's old. They ain't going to turn in the keys. So now you got to pay to change locks and you got to pay the fine behind them. Owning a salon is not easy. And a situation like this makes it even stickier. And that's why I tell people when it comes to building clientele, especially owning a salon, it is a very, very important thing that you vet the people that you bring into your space. Because if you don't have people with the right mindset who understand business and are on the same page as you, they will fuck you over royally. You will need a lot of this to deal with certain people. Do you know what this is? You can't see it in this. This is Vaseline. You're going to need a lot of damn petroleum jelly. You're going to need a lot of petroleum jelly to deal with certain people in this industry because they will F you. You better keep a lot of petroleum jelly around because they're going to get you where it hurts if you let them. Okay? That girl going to disappear, not pay the fine, and on top of that, she ain't going to pay whatever booth rent she owes, and she ain't going to turn in the keys. She about to cost that salon owner more money. And now everybody is hurt and affected by it. Everybody. This is a sad time right now. This is a sad time. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but this is how it really go in the beauty industry. Cece said, thank you so much. She laying up in that bed, I already know. Could this trickle over to stay boarded off? It could be. But what people fail to realize is everybody want to, you know, everybody and their mama want to be a nail tech nowadays. It's so popular. People don't realize the bandwidth of the state board. It's not millions of state board inspectors and all that. They got big fish to fry. They really fry big fish. It's not a lot of them. That was done on the city level. Now, what will happen is, and I did a police officer the other day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did a police officer the other day. She's still working. I do essential workers. I'm not gonna lie to you. And when she came in here, I'm like, "You gonna get me in trouble?" Well, she's like, "Nah, girl." And she hooked me up. She tipped me, and she bought some scrub, and she paid prepaid me for some stuff. And all that. She's like, "Girl, call me. We gonna do this." Da, da, da. I told you I be knowing everybody. But when I was doing that police stuff, she like, "We are just trying to like keep calm." Da da da. Da. Anyway, um, what would happen is this is the city doing this. That's why the fine was only $500 because it was just on a city level. Now, if that person were to stay open, say everybody keep doing it, now they pushing it, and I would not do that ever. At this point, we just got to shut down, take an L. Sorry, and that's a whole nother conversation that has to be had because it's like now everybody's like, well, damn, do you still want us to pay booth rent? So now, as a salon owner, it's hard being a salon owner. Now you got to be like, damn, do I charge them booth rent? Because now they being, it's no question about it. We got to shut down, and it's not even their fault. And the person who caused this BS to happen, even though I was trying to work with them, is no longer here. But now they're being penalized for it. So that becomes even stickier. I don't know, you guys. I don't have all the answers. I'm trying to give you a real insight into what happens in this industry when you're dealing with business because everybody wants to do something like, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. We deal with people, money and livelihood. How do you handle situations? Um, the city could easily put this on the state's radar if they wanted to, and they probably the person who gave the citation. I doubt they did that because most police officers I know, which I have them in my family and everything, they don't like paperwork at all. Okay, you have to really like if they kept going, they'll probably like, okay, we're gonna shut you all the way down. We're gonna revoke your business license here in the city, and then we're gonna reach out to the state to revoke your salon license, and then da, da, da. So they have that's why they have to shut down because they can escalate it easily with a phone call or a form. But just by this instance happening, I doubt it. It was just a fine, which was being let off easy because it's $500. Pay the $500, whatever. But it hurts a lot of people on other levels because they can't make income. Cece, I hope you're doing better too. I think she is. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna holler at her after this. Oh yeah, we would freak out easily. Yeah, and on the West Coast. Yeah, I know people. I know what's going on with everybody. Where's Anthony at? Anthony ain't said nothing this whole life. Better change those locks. That's what I'm saying. People, when you own a salon, that's another thing. People will run off with your keys. You got to change the You got to change the locks. Now you got to hire a locksmith. Yay, it's yellow. What's yellow? What's yellow? I'm excited for the course I've been checking all week. You see it? Do you see the course? Because if it's yellow, you can click in and go start doing it. It's there. Yellow means is because if you see a lot of yellow, those are changes that were just made today. You should be able to click in and start doing it. So please let me know. Hilarious. I mean, hey, it is what it is. You said Elizabeth said it's working. It's working, so you see the class. Okay, I thought so. I thought so. You in there? Oh yeah, I seen so many salons broken in and robbed and damaged. Oh my god, yeah. I seen a YouTuber whose daughter is doing nails and thought about what you said. Everybody wants to be a nail tech. Girl, I had somebody reach out to me today saying their daughter want to do nails. What's that class? Send me the link. I said okay. I said you took the quiz, Katima. Did you pass with 100%? Be honest. Um, I said you need to have her learn how to polish and shape a nail properly. Learn how to do manicures first. I said I know so many nail techs that can do great designs, but they don't know nothing. They can't polish a nail to save their life. And if you really want to have sustainable clientele, everybody's not gonna give designers. And you got to know how to know your basics. And everybody wants to skip to the fun part. That's why everybody want to jump on nails, because they want to get right to that fun looking part. You gotta be in it. You gotta be in it. Because you're gonna get burned. Even that fun part, get burned. You get burned out on it. I'm gonna give you an example. Here in the United States, everybody wants to travel to Atlanta to party. I lived in Atlanta for over 5 years. I finally moved there after many years of contemplating it. And once I moved there, the party became boring. And after the first year, I didn't even go out like that because it's the same party. I got burned out on it. Same thing with nails. Nails is exciting because you see all the glitters and the stones and all that stuff, but you can keep doing that. You get burned out on it. You get burned out on it. And if you don't learn the business part of it, you like, I'm done with this, and you will move on to something else. If you don't learn all the facets of it or how to make it a viable business where you can make a real freaking income, I'm talking 70,000 or more, 50, 60, 70,000 or more a year, you have to learn all facets of it. Because if you only want to focus on the design part of it, you will quickly become burned out. Plus, that goes like this. Some people is high right now, but it does like this. If you haven't learned the other part and had a love for the other part, you will put it off to the side. I say this almost every video, but some of you all got to learn the hard way. Everybody want to be a nail tech. That's just because they're looking at the designs and they think it's fun, and it's not always fun. Matter of fact, at this point in my career, it's very much work, very much work. And my eye, I keep telling you, my eye literally jumps. People like, do whatever you want to do. Like I'm just sitting there thinking about all the glitter I want to put on people's nails. I'm like, no, what do you want? Y'all don't hop in them Korean chairs talking about do whatever you want to do. They be like, what do you want? Pick color. I feel like that right now. Like, what do you want? And sometimes they give me some ideas, I pull it together for them. But for me, it's really a job. For me, what I do is seriously my career, and it's a job. And when people say stuff to me like, you don't have nothing available for 13 days. No, I do not. You sure ain't got nothing available? No, I do not. Because first of all, I'm booked. Second of all, I take days off like everybody else. I treat this just like a job. I set it up like a job. And if you keep getting that hustle mentality, you're gonna burn out much faster. So for me to keep myself in this as a career, I have to take it seriously just like a job. So I take days off. Today is Saturday. How many people y'all think I did today? I just want to know. How many clients do you think I did today? Because y'all know I'm still me. How many, just tell me, how many clients you think I did today? Y'all got me cracking up. So I'm answering answer in a minute. But let's keep going. I just took the quiz. You took the quiz, Katima? What you get on it? It's there. Okay. Tequila got 100. Katima missed one about the state approved acrylic. Better know that. But I have explanations under each question to explain the right rationale behind it. EMA, that's the correct acrylic. EMA, not MMA. Sharina said 4 to 5. Cece said 6 people today because Cece know me. That is my average on Saturday. 6 people. A Saturday average is around 6 people, $400 to $500. Polished by Shell 5. Katima said 25 damn people. Girl, I will never do 25 people in a day unless it's an agency gig and I'm getting a flat rate for doing polish changes. That's the only way you will ever see me doing that many people. 4, 5 to 6, 8. I don't even have to do that many people in a day anymore. I make my money and 3 people or less. The other day, I did 3 people. I'm gonna tell you, like 3 people, I can make 300 off of 3 people, but not necessarily 100. But understanding the business and what people's needs are can yield you 300 off of 3 people. For design on a nail that's incorrectly structured is like putting lipstick on a pig. Exactly. And that's what a lot of these new nail techs are doing. This is my first set. Design's potentially gorgeous, but if the acrylic is crap, better get it. 0, today's your day off. Cookie says 7. I took the whole weekend to myself because I got too much other stuff to do. This class had to be activated. I have stuff around here to do. And like I said, my last Shecago After Dark, I am about manifesting and working in faith and walking in faith. And so many people want to do the funny part, the fun part of things. And I am moving towards something right now. And when I say that a lot of you all think you're doing the work, you're not doing the work, I am going to be an example to you all. So what I am doing right now during this pandemic, you want to know what I'm doing? I'm packing. I'm cleaning, purging, and packing. I'm literally packing. I am 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 packing to go. Y'all ready for this? My last Shecago After Dark, I talked about manifestation and moving in faith, but most of you all do only what's comfortable to move in faith. This, I'm giving you an example. You're going to watch me if you follow my channel. I am packing. Where am I going? I don't know yet, but I am packing because I'm doing everything within my power to make my dreams happen. Okay? Everything down to packing, everything down to running to the Dollar Tree and buying extra tape, packing stuff that I don't need, packing up these books, packing up pictures and all this stuff. I'm packing. Do I have my house? No. I told you I don't know where I'm moving to. But this is what I was talking about in Shecago After Dark. This is the work. And I'm not going to sit up there and just be preaching to you. I'm going to show you all how to move in faith. Through God, all things are possible. Through him, all things are possible. He gives you strength. But you have to move. And when you manifest and you really move in faith, I'm trying to show you all on camera how you move. You start doing things as if it's already done. It's easy to say you got faith. It's easy to talk about. It's easy to go buy the stuff that you already easily got money to buy. But you have to start moving as if it were already done. I already have a house. What is my address? I don't know. I can't tell you my address yet. But I am packing. Baby, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I'm packing. That's what I'm doing. I'm packing. I don't need the money at this point. God already gave me that part of the puzzle. The universe already gave me that part. Now I'm packing because that's another thing I can control. I'm packing. How is your house hunting? It's going great and I'm seeing things, but I'm packing. Where am I going? I'm not sure yet. I'm still packing. I'm really packing. I cleaned and I packed and I threw a whole bunch of stuff away. I'm throwing bags on top of bags on top of bags on top of bags. Cece, don't make me cry because you know we've been going through this and she listened to me and I have my doubts and I have my fears and I talk about being uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable right now. But like everything else I wanted in my life, God has made it happen. So I said, I'm going to stop preaching to you all and I'm going to put it live on camera how you supposed to walk in faith, how you got to step out and be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. I don't even have a place to eat. I literally eat and work on everybody's orders and build them classes and answer questions in the same spot on my couch. That couch is brand new, kind of, and it has a dent in it because I have to do everything in the same spot. I want to be uncomfortable because me being uncomfortable forces me to not stay uncomfortable too long. I like being uncomfortable because it forces me to do what I need to do to get out this space. Because I don't want to, when you're comfortable, it is no motivation to change it. I like being uncomfortable. That's what that other Chicago After Dark was about the other day. So I said, what better way to do it than to show them what it's about and just let it unfold in front of people's eyes. And it may not be, I know it's not gonna be this month, it's not gonna be next month. It may not be to the end of the year. It could be in 2021 because of everything that's happening with the COVID. Laws are changing with the banks and everything. But guess what? I'm still every day going to do everything I can do within my power. And even if it makes me more and more uncomfortable, I'm still going to push it. You got to push, you got to push, you got to push, you got to push. You got to push yourself to the edge. Did you die? Did you die though? To be an entrepreneur and to really get to your best life, you got to have that mentality. But did you die? I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Matter of fact, I've become more wise because of everything I went through. I done took this on a whole nother level. So no, I did not get my house. I did go look at something. Since I got to show, I think I already showed you pictures of that one. But you never know. The industry has been turned on its ear too in the real estate market because of the COVID-19. So I don't know what banks are requiring. I'm self-employed. Self-employed people, they always give us a hard time. But guess what? I already bought before. I already had a building before, as you know. I'm going to get it. 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 I just can't give you my address right now. That's how you all got to look at your future for whatever it is you want to do. You have to have this unwavering vision, faith, unwavering. And what I do is I keep talking about it to all my close people. And one of my friends said to me the other day, we had a conversation, and she said, you know, you've been talking about this for a year now. And I had explained to her the process. She's like, okay, that makes sense now because of the taxes, everything had to be lined up strategically. I said, yeah, what I did learn from this is that blah, 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 blah. But I do that on purpose. I tell certain people that I trust not to be dream crushers. That's very important too. When you share whatever it is you're trying to do, you got to share with people who are not going to be dream crushers, but they are going to be on point with you enough to keep you going, to keep you motivated, to keep you clear, to keep you kind of fired, to have put a little extra fire up under your the pot. And it just keeps me moving or whatever. But I had a friend and I was like, that kind of, I said, it made me feel some type of way. I said, I'm not mad or anything like that. I said, but when you said, I've been talking about it for a year, I said, it made me realize that I really got to step it up a little bit more. So you also got to find people that are around you that you can sound off to, that will throw things back at you to keep you on point without making you feel like a failure or anything, but just keep you on point. And there is a difference. And so I'm going to keep pushing you guys to be on point. And the stuff I'm telling you to buy, I'm making it affordable enough where you can afford it, but I'm still got to make a profit for my knowledge and expertise. I'm going to be fair, but I'm going to also push you and tell you some things that you might not want to hear to make it happen. Do you really want it to happen or not? And I'm also here to tell you how this shit really go without making it sound all pretty and that you're going to make all this money off glitter and rhinestones and stuff. This stuff be stressful. This real business. I'm uncomfortable. Now I'm gonna read some of these. Y'all done got me going. Now my age is showing. My age is showing. Your house is on the way. Act like it's already happening. It is. I just don't know the address. Without saying too much, I just don't know the exact address. I know that's right. I've done that before. Didn't know why, but I moved into a house. And people who Cece could tell you. Cece could tell you because she got a house, and before she moved in her house, she started packing. You have to start packing. Y'all be doing the easy stuff. Make yourself uncomfortable and move and do everything within your power to make your dreams come true. How does that relate to being a nail tech? Cece said, yes, yes, yes. It's coming. She already know. I found a house on the next block from her. We was gonna go look at it, but I already saw some. We'll see. We'll see. Um, yes, I've been cleaning and discarding stuff since 8 o'clock this morning. I'm getting to remodel and decorate my room and bathroom. Don't know when, but it's gonna happen. See, let me tell you something. That's why I think the other night I didn't go deep enough into it because I was watching that video before I went live. I was doing my makeup and I was listening to my last video for inspiration. And see, this is what happened. When you do that and you start manifesting and walking in faith, your bathroom you're not gonna wake up and walk downstairs and walk down the hall and it's decorated. But what happens, let me tell you how this happens. This is how the universe and God moves. So you got to go to Home Depot to get, let's just say you go sit down in the toilet one morning, you pull to get some tissue, and the whole thing just crumble or fall off the wall, just a piece of it crack in half because the foundation shifted. I don't know. You got to go to Home Depot to get a whole new toilet. I'm just giving an example, a toilet paper holder. You go to Home Depot, you standing there looking at the toilet paper racks and the options available, and there's guys there, and you're like, does this? You ask him a question. And he'll be like, oh yeah, I remodel bathrooms. That's my specialty. I got a special going right now for, especially during this time. And I finance people. I got an $800 bathroom special going on. Take a look at my website. And I finance people through Afterpay, which I do too. I do. See how your blessing just came to you? So now that you found somebody who does it, you looked at the website, you like their work, and it's $800 that you can have it done within the next 2 weeks. And this guy got all these great reviews and everything, and you can also finance it. Like, that's how the universe works. Like, you put something out there, and like you said, you already started cleaning and discarding things and clearing it out because you're working as if it's already done. That is because it's already done. And I guess that's what I want to say. If you have real faith, it's already done. And the people I watch, this is the point they don't make that I think that's disconnecting people. If you already believe it's already done because you're moving towards all the things to make it happen, right? All you're doing is passing the days by, doing the things to get to that time and space, to that space and time. I can't explain it quite. It might be too deep for some people to how can I explain this? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you a really good example so you can understand how to move in faith, how to walk in faith and work with manifestation and all of that. You ready? Right. Instant oatmeal. Instant oatmeal. We all know that for instant oatmeal, you take a bowl. No, we're going to start from the beginning. You want some instant oatmeal. You have no instant oatmeal in your house, but for some reason you craving instant oatmeal. Oh my God, I just really want some instant oatmeal. I want some apple cranberry instant oatmeal, right? You have none in your house. So right now it's not attainable. And it's like, oh my God, I would have to leave out the house. And it's a snowstorm outside. It's a snowstorm outside. Don't make me cry, Rachel. It's a snowstorm outside, but I really want this instant oatmeal, man. I'm craving it. I just feel like I can't, I'm just using instant oatmeal. I don't even like oatmeal. But you really craving this. But it's possible because you got all the tools available. You got a little time. You got a car. The store is open right now or will be open in the morning. You got a microwave. You got water. You just don't have that instant oatmeal. So if you can't go tonight, you know what needs to be done so you can fix this craving or get this task accomplished. So in the morning, you get up and you go do what? You wash your butt, brush your teeth, poop, drink your water, check your email, do all the things you need to do so you can what? Get your clothes on, get in the car, and do what? Drive to the store that you know has this instant oatmeal. Once you get that to that store and you see that instant oatmeal on the shelf, the brand that you like, you get excited because you made that happen. You buy the instant oatmeal, you have the money to pay for the instant oatmeal. You put it in your cart, you bring it home. Wow, I really didn't feel like going down that snowstorm because let me stop. You had to clean off your car in a snowstorm. You had to clean off your car. You had to scrape the windshields. You had to defrost the windshields and all this. But you really want that instant oatmeal. That's the uncomfortable part. But it was within your power to make it happen. It was just uncomfortable, but you wanted that instant oatmeal so bad that you got in your car, you scraped off all the snow, you defrosted your windows, you scraped off the ice, and you warmed your car up to drive to the store that you knew had the instant oatmeal. The same thing applies in life. We have the tools to make things happen. I'm going to keep going. So we get home with this instant oatmeal. The instant oatmeal is now in your house. So you have the instant oatmeal. You can see it right in front of you. Oh man, I could taste it. I'm so tired though. I had to go out there and clean off this car and scrape off this ice and slip and slide to the store and deal with people. But I'm almost there. This is how it goes, you guys. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I got the instant oatmeal right here in front of me. That's how you guys are with buying all this damn glitter and stuff and all this acrylic and stuff. Because that was the easy part. Now you got to cook it. So now you got to get your butt up, even though you're tired. You got to go in the kitchen and you got to get this water in this bowl and you got to mix this stuff together. You got to put it in the microwave and wait for it to cook. And then you get your instant oatmeal. I guess I'm using that very simple example to say that in life, our dreams and our goals are our instant oatmeal. Most of us, majority of us, have the tools and the capability to make it happen. But there are some areas of making that happen that we don't really want to deal with. In the instant oatmeal case, it's the getting outside, putting on some clothes, putting on your boots, and cleaning off the car, scraping the car down, letting it warm up and all that stuff. But you did it because you wanted it bad enough. And that's when I talk about manifestation, because we can have things we think we want, but we don't want to go through the bumps and hurdles. That's how you know how serious you are about your dreams and stuff, because anything worth having is going to be some bumps and hurdles. Even in something as simple as getting some damn instant oatmeal in bad weather, or period in good weather, because you still got to get up and go get it and go through the store and go through the shelf and all that, all the nuances you don't want to go through just to get it. And so, yes, I cannot give you my address, but this is how I've made every single thing in my life happen the way that I wanted to. What am I doing? I'm packing. And people can say what the hell they want to say. Keep watching my channel. I'm putting myself under more fire by telling you I don't know my address. I don't know what bank I'm working with yet. To be honest with you, I'm just lining up everything. So when I do walk in the bank, I'm giving my paperwork. But what does keep happening in my particular situation is the more work I put into it, and all the people I talk to and all of the research I do and everything I do on my end, the earth keeps giving me more abundance. The earth introduces me to more people to make it easier and easier and easier for me. I've been through this so many times. I know how it goes. So I just look at it day by day and I know it's going to happen. I just can't see the date that I'm going to be sitting at that table signing all that paperwork, because I've been through it before. I can't see the dates. I can't tell you the dates. I can't tell you the address. But what I can tell you is that I've been through this before, and that everything I'm doing is showing me, as it has before. I did not recognize it, but I'm old enough to recognize it now, that it's working. That's what keeps me motivated. And I'm trying to get you guys to not have to go through so many hoops and years to recognize your own power and strength and believing and having faith. You get it? So I'm going to keep reading the comments. Yes, you are. You speak it into existence. It's already done. I just don't know what address. And it's going to be that one I met a person this week that's like, they were trying to get me to sign some paperwork. I'm like, no, hold on. I'm not sure. No. I cannot thank you enough. You're such an inspiration to me, and I appreciate everything you're doing. Keep doing your helping many. That's my goal. Thank you so much. I'm trying to live within my anointing and purpose, like I talked about in Chicago After Dark? True. Yes, I'm speaking the truth. This YouTube video is gonna pay me the same amount if I tell the truth or I tell a lie to y'all. It really is. Yes, faith without works is dead. The works is the part that people kind of graze over. The works is scary because the works is almost like stepping on a ledge and say, I got faith. It's like being on a ledge and you about to step over into the like you in the Grand Canyon and you look down, you see, wow, I'm gonna die definitely if I fall off this edge. But if you say you got faith or you believe in manifestation or whatever, or a combination of the both, you literally got to step off the ledge with at least 1 foot. You got to at least put some weight on one of your feet and step off the edge at the Grand Canyon, excuse me, and hold it there for a minute. You might have to hold your foot there for a minute. You might have to. And what you might feel, what you will feel is true. You're going to feel some support underneath that. And then when you're comfortable, then you will step out. Wow, I'm not on the concrete no more. I'm just floating. And literally, things that happened in my life were floated. And I let stuff happen. I'm like, I don't even know how all that just happened. It just happened so crazy. I met this guy, and 7 days later, I'm at the closing table. I met this lady, and 4 days later, I'm in the salon and I'm booked with people. When I first graduated high school, when I was about to graduate, I had a car and I was driving all around trying to look for a salon because I was like, I'm gonna do nails, I'm gonna do nails, I'm gonna go to school for college, I'm gonna go to undergrad school. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I took business management. So, my undergrad degree is in BA, it's a business administration degree. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do nails. And so what I would do is drive around my neighborhood and look and see. And I started writing down salons and writing down the numbers, just getting my little research together. And I met this woman, and I didn't have a license, you guys. I was a senior in high school. I didn't have a freaking license, and nobody cared about a license back then. And she gave me a booth for, I think, $50 a week. I want to say $50 a week when I first came in. So I literally was something in my mind that I was just thinking about, but I really put in the work and drove. I literally would drive around the neighborhoods at night or when I had time and just pull over, write down the number to the salon, try to find out, or go up there when they were open. I did what I had to do, and I was in the salon. So literally after I graduated, I was in a salon weeks later a couple of weeks later. I forgot how that goes. Don't quote me on that one. I'm old. But I was so scared to move into that salon because I could not believe I literally, you guys, could not believe how that happened so fast. And that's how my life is, how my entire life has been, for me having a thought to put me in whatever work I could to see if I could make it happen. So it just happened. Like it'll be like, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna keep doing what I can do. But I don't feel like it's gonna happen. I don't feel like it's gonna happen. I don't feel like it's gonna happen because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. But I still always, one thing I noticed, I still always did whatever it was I could do. Even though I was doubting myself, I still would do it. And it always happened. Always happened. So let me go back. The day I was supposed to move into this lady salon, popular area, popping area, main street, two main like, intersection, 79th and Ashland. If you're from Chicago, you already know that's like even to this very day. It's rough, but back then it was popping for money. I was supposed to move to the salon. Now they started doing hair at that salon 7 a.m. They serious on it career people. I procrastinated, honey. That day I was supposed to move in there, I procrastinated. And let me tell you what happened next. Hold on. I procrastinated, and I procrastinated, and I procrastinated, and I procrastinated, and I took forever packing up all my stuff. I think I stayed up all night trying to pack up all the stuff and get what I can get. Do you know I ain't moving to that salon? I want to say till like 1 in the afternoon. I was scared because I could not believe that I made that happen. And when the blessing came my way, I didn't even know how to receive it. And I know how much my boyfriend was. It was $50. It went up to 75, but it was $50. And honey, I came to that salon at like noon or one, maybe almost 2 o'clock because see, I had to move all my stuff in. One of my friends helped me move all my stuff in. By the time I set up and everything, it was probably 2:30, 3 o'clock. Do you know how much I made that day? Take a guess. I don't remember the exact number, but I remember it enough to make my point. Sharina, you got in. You say you took the quiz and you missed one. I wanted to make sure. Okay, so you all are getting in. Great. Nobody's saying how much you all think I made my first day in the salon right out of high school. No license, just somebody taking a chance on me after I never thought it would happen. Never could have made it. I don't remember the exact number. I wish Dana was in here. That's a whole nother story. I made over $200 that day, and I didn't even start until 3 in the afternoon, probably so, which means I made my entire month of booth rent because my booth rent was only $50. I was scared and not trusting the blessing that was put upon me. But because I put in the work, everything I could do within my power, he made that stuff happen like boop, boop, boop. And I was still scared to even accept it. I made over $200 that first day, which means I made my whole first freaking month of booth rent within the first day. And that's starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What? When you do the stuff that makes you uncomfortable, like right after high school, everybody was right. Let me clarify my voice, my diction. Right after high school, everybody was out partying. Okay, every night, everybody going to every party they can go to, turn up. Life is great. I was trying to find a salon to work in. A lot of sacrifice happened, but God and the universe put that in place, and the right person took a chance on me, and I stayed there for over 2 years. When I left, my booth rent was only like 75, but I would make 75. I was making so that's a whole nother story. If you watch my other videos, you will know more about those stories or whatever. I have 30 years of stories. I've been doing this for over 30 years. So what I'm trying to tell you is that that was my first real lesson to understand that God will make things happen. And if I really looked into my life, it's probably before that, definitely, because I before then my life was chaotic, even as a teenager, living with a drug addict and all that. But I'm telling you, like when I tell you, I get emotional because when I tell you I'm blessed beyond measure, I'm blessed more than people who had it easier. I'm trying to tell you, like, if you want to be a nail tech, if you want to be a hairstylist, you want to be whatever it is you want to be, figure out what needs to be done and start making it happen. If you start being afraid to let go of your full-time cushy job and all this type of stuff, it's not going to happen. Because at some point you're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to be in position to do something you don't want to do. Like I did something really weird today. I ate some ramen noodles. And I told you all that I used to eat ramen noodles. Like when I was trying to buy a building, I put myself on such a tight budget, all I could eat was ramen noodles. I punished myself like that to be super strict on myself. You have to be disciplined. And something in me today, I was washing towels. I had to wash towels. I literally had no more towels, even though I bought a whole new thing of them. I still ran out. I had to wash towels. When I came up, for some reason, CC, you still here? For some reason, when I came up from downstairs and washing the towels, something hit me. I don't know, y'all. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo, but I'm a weirdo you want to know. When I came up from washing them towels, something hit me and said, I want some ramen noodles. I want some picante chicken ramen noodles because that's what I used to eat when my life really took a hit in a good way. When I was really struggling and uncomfortable trying to buy this building. I just talked about getting a salon, but now I'm telling you how uncomfortable I was trying to buy a building. All this is for the age of 30, before the age of 30. And I was eating ramen noodles, literally. And I would reward myself with a pizza one day a week and some Irk and jerk. CC, you here, so you already know. This when I was living in Indiana, I was eating ramen noodles. And for some reason I got the urge today to eat some ramen noodles because I still keep them on me because hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna grab these ramen noodles. I still keep ramen noodles with me. You got to be ready to go hard. You got to be ready to go do whatever it is you got to do. Listen to me, honey. You got to be ready. I get the good stuff though. But you got to be ready to do what you got to do. I don't have to eat ramen noodles. I got shrimp, everything. I got shrimp, turkey, everything you could ever imagine. I make fancy meals. If you ever got a chance to look at my Facebook, Sharina is my Facebook friend. She know I cook fancy. But for some reason, I had the nerve to want to eat something from my humble beginnings. Because this right here, for some reason, it's a nostalgic thing that reminds me of where I came from. And I'm still not too proud or too, I'm still in a place where if I need to go here, if I need to eat these ramen noodles, if I need to eat these, I will eat them. I will eat them. I will eat. I'm telling you, I will eat them. And I ate them today. I did. And they were good because I know how to hook them up with hot sauce and all that. But I will do what I have to do because I'm like at this point where I'm like, dang, I came from here to here and everything happened. I'm packing to get this house. I don't know the address. But I do this. It's kind of like if you are a person who grew up in church, Catholic or whatever, we do communion. And communion is all about the remembrance of the blood, the sacrifice. I get so emotional. I don't know why. But I think I did that. It's just like just remembering my humble beginnings. Like I'm still willing to sacrifice. I'm still willing to be humble. I'm still willing to do whatever I gotta do. I'm so embarrassed. I probably take this video down. But I don't know where that came from, but I want you guys to realize we're not even talking about nails. Like whatever it is you want to do, yes, and they could be good if you hook them up. Like whatever it is you want to do, stay humble. Find you a plan, write it down, and do whatever in that plan, whatever it is you can accomplish in that plan, you make it happen. You make it happen. You do it. You do it. You're not going to have everybody around you. You're not going to have every family member. You're not going to have every friend, but you make it happen. If you trust God enough and you do everything He gave you the tools and the food and the nourishment, the overhead and the shelter, if He gave you all those things, what He's trying to tell you is, I can't give you a date. I can't give you a time, but I'm giving you everything for you to move forward so I can keep bringing these people into your life, these resources into your life to make it happen. Whatever it is you want to do. This is a nail channel, but I'm talking about whatever it is. Whatever. Whatever it is. Whatever it is you want to do. Thank you, Jesus. Is my makeup messed up? For real. I think I keep repeating myself because I feel like my words is not getting across what I really want to tell you all. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. And I'm not even religious. I'm not even religious. You giving me a hug, but guess what? I'm giving God the glory because my tears is tears of joy. Like for real, they're tears of joy. If you knew what I've been through, they tears of joy. I can't believe I come out unscathed. I've been protected. Tears of joy. Like I want everybody to have their tears of joy. It's like I feel like I have broken a code that nobody knows about. Broken a code that nobody knows about. I hear so many people come on. If you go back and watch my last videos from before, people come on screen with me and I start giving them solutions to their problems to make things happen. They start back skating for my job. But I've been on my job. Do you want this or not? You're not even happy in that job. Do you not trust in God? See, people scared to take their first step off their ledge. I'm trying to get people to understand, but it's like it's got to be within you to take that first step off that ledge. You go when you take that first foot off that ledge at the Grand Canyon, you go feel some support eventually, and then you might take the other foot and scoot it on off the ledge. Before you know it, you ain't even standing on nothing but invisibleness. But that's what real faith is. I'm not even like trying to turn this into no channel like church and stuff because I'm sitting up there drinking wine. You might be like, she drunk. It's just wine. Like, it's not like that. I've really been through enough in my life to be like, I gotta get a praise. I just say what it is. I'm gonna read these comments though. Cece, you still here? I'm gonna give y'all my I don't give you my well shit. If you come to me, you'll know my address. But people are like, you don't be scared to have people come in your house. That's why I say I be unscathed because you know what, karma is real. And if you do something to somebody, then you might have some karma to worry about. But I don't do nothing to nobody, and I have different protective things in place. So I don't. I've been through so much. I'm like, I'm from these streets of Chicago for real, and you ain't taking me down without a fight. I don't know. I've been through so much and my faith has been tested and I've learned how to trust it to the point where I'm just like, let me tell you something. I got another client. She's a prophetess and she is a chef. I got hundreds of clients, so I got many. One of them is a prophetess and a chef. And she told me before she left out, she said, you fine, you ain't gonna get sick. I said, okay, thank you. And she may have thought that I was just saying whatever, but I believe in her strength and her power and everything. And I could pick up off people's energies like that too. And it's just like, that's some other level stuff. But once your consciousness and once your faith level is on a whole nother level, and you do everything you could do within your power, whatever your fate is your fate. Now, everybody gonna live to be 100. But if I love God and I'm so cool with it, like whatever happens, it's still gonna be a good place. So that's a whole other channel. That's a whole other channel. But you know, I'm reading these comments. I'm so sorry for being so emotional. Um, I've been cleaning and discarding your bedroom, bathroom, and I already told you how that can happen. If you're doing everything you're supposed to do and you start moving as if it's already happening when you're out and about, some information or some people are going to come your way to make it happen. That's just how it works. Seriously. But people get discouraged and they give up on their dreams way too fast because everybody wants to do it in a comfortable way or in their timing. And one of the old sayings is not within your time, it's within God's timing. God's time is the best timing. Universe timing, God's time is the best timing. Just do your part. Then you just don't know the dates. If you train your mind and say, I just don't know the dates, you will move differently because you'll move as if you're trying to get to the date. You don't know what it is, but you're gonna move as if you're trying to get to the date. A year from now, a month from now, tomorrow. You don't know. You be excited to see when it's gonna happen. It's weird because it's a chain reaction that kind of does like this with each other. And it booms out of nowhere, surprisingly. You speak things into existence. Yes. I cannot, okay, I already said that. True. Yes. Faith without works is dead. That's so true. Because people love to protest about their faith and they religion and all the Bible verses they freaking quoted. And guess what? I believe I'm a better steward of God than most people in religion because a lot of them just like to protest and have a certain image and look, but you have to really move in it. I might look like a heathen to a lot of people, but God let me know through how he blesses me and the people who let stay in my life that I am pleasing to him. I don't care what the outside world thinks. They got their own thing they got to prove to him. Whatever. So, yes, I like the discomfort. It pushes you to strive for better. But a lot of people don't want to be in that discomfort. That's the problem. You want to be in Neotech? You see the space behind me? Let me take this down. That's just automatically up there, but I can take it down. Okay, so you see the space that's behind me? You can literally have a space like this. You can have a space like this in your basement. Just buy a couch, buy a little table from IKEA. You can get a wall decal on the wall. You could even reach out to me. I'll source it for you. I can make this room happen for you. But you got to be in a position to be ready for it. You get what I'm saying? You got to be in a position to be ready for it. Like this is so much crazier than it's deeper than a lot of people ready for. That last live was deep. I felt it. Whew. I had just watched the what is that? The such and such sisters, the Clark sisters movie. It was so many lessons learned. The mama was a beast, but she was necessary. I'm willing to be that beast, but necessary for those people that's supposed to be doing something else in their life. I'll be that person that you don't like that much, but you're gonna still come back because you need me to push you. You ain't gotta like me. I'm doing what I'm being told to do. You ain't gotta like me, but keep coming back. I'm okay. I ain't taking it personal. As long as you're getting what you need to get where you're supposed to be on this earth, that I'm doing my job. I'm okay with that. I did the uncomfortable and now I'm licensed working towards the next goal. Boom. Uncomfortable. Man, it's gonna always be I'm uncomfortable right now. I'm everything is so much up in limbo, but I'm like, dang, I done did everything I could do. I done did this with my credit, I done did this financially, the money here, the this, this here. I felt like for a minute, like I done did everything I could do. That's why I kept telling my friends. Now I'm packing because I don't know, but I'm just gonna start packing because that's the one thing I haven't done that I can do, right? So I'm packing. I'm packing. And I got more boxes than this. These are small. Don't fall. Yes, me too. I went for it last year and I'm glad I did it. And that's what I tell a lot of people. Um, I have so many stories. One girl was telling me she couldn't get a license in her state for nails. She would have to go through the whole cosmetology program. And I gave her a couple of pointers on things and then told her that you'd be surprised because what people tell you on the phone is different from what they tell you in person. Number one. And without going too deep into it, I'm going to say this too. I told her a story. I told her about one of my clients who was a nurse, and she told me how whatever school she was going to, something happened with their school, and their accreditation was taken, and they had to fast somewhere else to go. And lo and behold, she was too far in to turn back and just say forget it. So they ended up having to drive to South Bend, Indiana, I think, and they had to split an Airbnb for months and go to school all the way in South Bend because that was the only school that would accept those credits. And she's a nurse to this very day, but she was telling her testimony. If you don't want to have a testimony, then you don't want what you want that much because every great story has some type of story behind it. Even Michael Jackson got a sob story behind it. He had to grow up in an abusive household. You listen to Prince. He grew up in an abusive household. You listen now, a lot of people are coming forward. Me too, me too, me too. Everybody of greatness has some type of testimony. A lot of us want to get to that greatness, but we don't want to have any type of testimony behind it. And that's not realistic. Very few people just fall into it naturally. You get what I'm saying? It's like, be realistic and it'll be okay. Best feeling when all the faith and works comes together, because it does. As long as you keep doing what you're supposed to do and everything you can do within your power, comfortable or not, eventually, and that's what I say, time heals all things. I tell myself and I tell my friends and everybody around me, you're gonna look back on this in a year. It's gonna be like, wow, I made it. You're gonna look back on this 3 years. It's gonna be a memory. You're gonna look back on it in 5 years. You ain't even gonna be able to remember the details of it all, and it's gonna be a testimony. You get what I'm saying? That's how it happens. Cece said, I know exactly what you mean, girl. We're gonna have to talk. Yes, Tina, I'm fighting strong on my goal to be debt free and reach financial independence. I'm almost debt free this summer. You gotta have faith and fight for it. Yes. And you got to set yourself to be ready to receive opportunity when it comes your way. Yes. It won't come your way unless you set up everything for it to come your way. It's weird how things happen. Like if you're not working towards it, the person that the universe or God wants you to meet may be at a grocery store or at a certain function or at the doctor's office. But if you didn't go to the doctor's office and you slept in and just said, forget that appointment, you're not going to meet that person because you didn't do your part. Because everything was set up for you to align to get you to the next level. But if you didn't do your part, you're not going to get to the next level. It's going to be harder. It's going to take longer because you're not doing everything within your power. You never know how the opportunity or whatever is going to be presented to you. You just don't know. And that's the crazy thing I think I'm trying to explain to you all. Like, I just now get it. Oh my God, congratulations. I'm right behind you, is coming closer. And everything, if you working towards it, everybody on this thread is coming closer if you are working towards it. Like seriously working towards it. Not just the easy part, like buying a class. You can buy this class that just released today. But if you don't do everything I told you to do in the class, you're not gonna get it. You're still not gonna want to learn acrylic. But if you do what I told you to do in the class, like I tell you, do something, I say do it 25 times. Literally, I do. If you don't do it 25 times, and then you just watch the video and then you go to the next part of the video, you ain't gonna get it. You just spent the money. Do what needs to be done. Do everything you can do. Continue to let God lead you. Yes. I get on my knees and I pray. I write stuff. I have my Bibles, and then I have verses that people have written for me over different topics, and I read. I love Psalms. But I'm just saying, trust me, I do it all. I just don't want to go too deep with people. You have to jump, and you can't always see where your feet are going to land. And that's called faith, right? Because if you want to land in a positive place, then it takes faith for you to say the reason why you jump is because of faith, but you have to jump to show that you have the faith. It's easy to say, not hard to faith is easy to say you have, but faith is hard to trust in. Faith is easy to say you have, but faith is hard to trust in. Shareen took that quiz. I'm happy that you got in because you're one of the first people to sign up. So they told me the way that it was set up because a lot of you original people, you got it on the pre-sale. I had to go in and reprogram you guys. So you probably got a lot of extra emails because I had to literally go in and repurchase the class on your behalf and purchase it and have the codes and everything resent to you. So if you got in, that's good. You got in. You missed one, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just a foundation to see where you are and to clarify some things before you move into the next steps of the class, because it all is a culmination to get you to understand what you're doing when you're laying acrylic. So yeah, I did not work today. Today I was all about packing and cleaning up and clarifying space. That's what I did today. Don't take it down. I'm just passionate about this. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Oh Lord. I just had two ex-boyfriends back to back who were verbally abusive to me, and they used to call me a dumbass person all the time. Dumbass, 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 dumbass. Crazy ass, dumbass, crazy dumbass. Funny thing is, I'm more highly educated than the both of them put together, have more experience than the both of them put together, and I think have more money than both of them. But you'd be surprised how that's why I said don't be dependent on human beings. You better tap into God or the universe because they will throw you off your square. And that's why I always want to take stuff down because I'm worried about the perception of things. But it has taken me about 2 years to realize seriously that the enemy will always throw people, put people on your path in disguise to try to throw you off, especially when you're in the path to greatness. When you are in the path to greatness, he will put people in your life in sheep's clothing through sex, through relationships, through fake friends, through all these things. And they will get you into a position where they locked in and you feel secure with them, and they will catch you in a vulnerable state and try to break you down when you are on your path to greatness. And so I think that's part of the reason why I say I'll take certain things down because of that. But honestly, I'm going to leave it up because who cares? You know why? Because you guys let me know that I'm touching people. I get, when I say literally all over the world, I get frustrated. I get frustrated with people because I want to help everyone. I don't get frustrated with people reaching out. I get frustrated with people refusing to pull a trigger when I give them away or I put their finger on the trigger. But at the same token, you guys reaching out to me from all over the world all day keeps me going. It helps me to grow within my truth because I did have some enemies within my past since I've been back in Chicago trying to throw me off. I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up. I got to get back in that gym. I am, oh my God, I'm turning to mush. Don't take this down. I need this kind of motivation in my life. You talking now, sis, girl, I'll be going in. I have to calm myself down. And I need to get in the gym too, because some of you all may not know, but if you follow me on Instagram on Shecago1, you'll know that I am a weightlifter. I lift weights. And you could look at my muscles and you could tell that I'm getting flabby. So I don't feel good about that because I'm getting flabby and I don't like that because that's a good stress reliever too. And I have not been to the gym in months and that's bothering me. And I need to get energy off of me, even good energy. I need to work my energy off and I'm not getting outside like I need to. I'll be in the gym for up to 4 hours. I've been doing my protein and everything, but I'm not. I need to work this energy off for real. Um, so you giving me a hug, you can, but if you giving me a hug, honey, you're not giving me a hug. You need to try to get some of this great energy off me because those were tears and emotions of joy and gratitude, and those were emotions of wanting you to have some of what I've experienced. So it's not sadness; it's of gratitude, emotions of wow, I wish you could experience this type of carefree feeling. So if you hug me, I want to give you my energy so you can come hug me and take some of it with you. It was not of sadness. It was when I went off camera, I went to praise. Don't cry. You are blessed and highly favored. Thank you, Cece. Emotion is good, raw, real. I love you. You're amazing and motivate and inspire me so much. Yes, let's keep pushing each other because you all say stuff all the time like, oh, that's a good point. Tears cleanse the soul. Yes, they do. God is using you. You are definitely speaking to me. And Cece, you know I know your story. I know, Cece, you know I know your story before you had your first baby and you got four now. When your second dog, your mom, and your husband, and a nursing career, and a salon. Dr. Maddie Moss Clark was a beast. I was in choir rehearsal with her years ago, and she is a great lady. Oh, you were in with her? Wow. I'm gonna watch that movie again because the songs and all of that bless me in itself. And I don't even like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even like Tyler Perry shows and stuff and plays. I used to hate them because I don't like all that singing where they be running and running and running and going on, no, no. It was like more singing. I used to get aggravated. But that movie moved me because some of them old school songs, ooh, I gotta watch it. I might watch it tonight. Is there a way to save the class on our phone ourselves since once we are in it or screenshot it? I know you said it expires after a year, but I would love to keep it forever in reference. No, no. The classes has went up, you guys. It has went up. Some of you all got it for $22. Then it went up to $29. The class is now $39, but it's still way more valuable than that. You have access to it for 1 year for that price. 1 year. If you screenshot it, that's something you doing that you shouldn't be doing, but I guess you could do it if you want to sit there and screenshot it. But to be honest with you, if you're gonna screenshot it all, the class itself, that's an hour worth of screenshotting because it's like it's many different sections. Each section has sections within sections. So if you want to sit there and do that, I guess if you want to save $39, I guess you could do that. But you can't download it. It's not downloadable. That's the answer. The reason why it's not downloadable is because a person would download it and send it to all their friends. Like, let's just pay $2 each and let's just, and that's being cheap. And if you want to be in your career, this is one of the lowest investments you're gonna ever make. Like, this is your real money maker, and it's not even a lot of money, and it's just not downloadable. It's just not. I could have pushed the button. I'm not making it downloadable because I know what people do, and it's not downloadable. It's for you. You pay for your access to it, and you have access to it for a year for you. If a person doesn't want to spend $40 and to invest into a career that they know they can make $1,000, that says a lot. You get it? So you have access for a year, and after a year, that's a $40 cost per year. And while I'm here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and log off if anyone doesn't have any other questions because I haven't done a premiere video in a long time. But I am going to do a premiere video since I have everything set up right now. And the name of that video is called Why I Deserve That Tip. Why I Deserve That Tip. That is what I'm about to record. And we're going to watch it tomorrow together for the first time. Yup, Dream Killers. So, are there any other questions? Because once again, I'm always nervous when I come online and I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go. And we over 2.5 hours in. That's fine. Um, does anyone have any questions? I still can't believe God put me here to do this. I'm so grateful. I'm gonna put the rest of my ramen noodles up. They were good though, because I made them my old school way when I was going through what I was going through. I keep them to keep myself humble, and they were good. I didn't eat them all, but they were good. I can't eat a lot because you all know I had sleeve surgery some years ago, so my stomach is not even a regular size. But I did it. It was kind of like a communion for me to commemorate where I've come from. I'm grateful. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and log off of this one. But what I'm about to do, as soon as I log off, I'm going to hit the button and record again. I'm going to go ahead and do Why I Deserve That Tip. And we're going to watch it together tomorrow. Okay? For real. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you have any problems in the class, logging into the class with Sharina logging in, it lets me know everything. Everybody should be fine unless I skipped over someone. But you can reach out to me here at this email address, and you have to give me your order number, and I can look it up and try to re-register you at Shecago at yahoo.com, and I can try to re-register you. But it seems like if Sharina got it and a couple other people got it, I know they were in the first stream of people. If they are able to get in and do the class, everyone else should be. And if you want the class, you can get the class at ChicagoBeautySource.com. I got another class coming too, but you'll have to keep watching to find out. And it might be available in the next 7 days. Till the next video, you people. Bye.